Shhh. Are we making an appearance or no?
Yep.
Sir! You have to save it.
Okay. I'm ready.
Sir! It's
Ma'am.
finally good to see you.
Nice to meet you as well. Nice to meet you as well. I tried to get on my computer, it wasn't working, so I switched over to my phone.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, welcome to Pop Your Shit.
I'm here. I'm gonna pop it too.
You know what? You are my first male author.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate
Listen,
it. I appreciate it.
with your little handsome self, you better stop it.
Don't you start. Don't you get me in trouble.
I'm not gonna get you in trouble. I'm gonna let the ladies handle it. I'm gonna let them do
Uh-huh.
what they do.
Okay. Okay.
So, Mr. Michael Rain, the author of The Secrets of a Billionaire Bishop,
Yes, ma'am.
Valentine King, co-author
Yes,
of
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the other one? The police one. I don't forgot the name of that one.
Police King, and he keeps running back.
So I tried to post that in that little video, the little snippet.
Uh-huh.
They flagged me. They was like, you can't
It's
post
okay.
this.
It's okay. It's
So that's
okay.
why I wasn't in there.
Okay. It ain't no biggie.
Hey. So let's get started. Let's
Yes, ma'am.
just jump right into the billionaire bishop
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
with
ma'am.
his wayward ass ping ping.
Okay. Okay.
Why? Why would you write that foolishness?
You know what? Because it's a lot of foolishness that goes on in the church. So, I
Yeah.
mean, what I did was, especially here in Texas, there's always a church on every corner. And there's always a backstory to every pastor. So I just kind of put everything in one big pot and kind of came up with my Bishop Fuller and, just went from there.
But the first lady was a shock up for me. The second
Yeah,
first lady, not the first one, but the second
yeah,
one.
yeah, Chanel, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I literally wanted to bust you in the mouth with something every chapter. I feel like, it's a novella, so it can't be slow. I have to bring something every chapter, and that's what I tried to do.
But Micah, why his ping ping was like he was singing the R&B song. He was singing R&B
That's,
song, so that was his kryptonite. I mean, that was to get the
I
women.
mean, for most men, that is our kryptonite for most men. I mean, a lot of men. Uh, Not to that extent, but for most men, that's our kryptonite. So
I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Mo Flames. He wasn't
Mhm.
tired
I don't think
of
you like.
slanging.
If you have an addiction, you never get tired. You never ask a crackhead, "Are you tired of smoking crack?"
I
You
do.
know.
But I'm the fool that asked. I'm
But
the fool
it's
that asked.
it's it's an addiction. So he is, yeah. So that's what
It
he
was
had.
like every 30 seconds he was on somebody.
Yeah, and like I told you, book two is coming, and he ain't slow down. He ain't slow down.
Okay, so obviously it's gonna be some spoilers in here.
I'll sprinkle a little bit of something in there, but yeah.
So I'm just gonna say the bishop, the good bishop, is bisexual.
Oh, obviously, yes, yes.
If y'all haven't read book one, I'm so sorry. But the good bishop is bisexual,
Oh, by
but you
far,
didn't know that until you figured out the identity of his
first,
second
second
wife,
wife. Yeah, yeah.
Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm. Why not? Why not? That's what I asked. Why not? I mean, this is my opportunity to do something, and I want to do something totally different than anything anybody else has done.
Let me move this over so I can see. So now that we have the bishop and he's slanging
Mm-hmm.
bing bang everywhere, And he's gonna be slinging ding ding in book two. Do we have a release date for book two?
Book two is in editing, so I don't have a release date, but it should be soon. It should be very, very soon. So I'm, I've done my part. Book two is complete. It's in. I turned it over to Tina J and just waiting on editing at this point.
How do you feel with the success of the book on your own? Not so much with your co-author, but on your own.
You know what? I was very, very hesitant about putting that book, releasing that book. Uh, I was nervous. I didn't know how it would be accepted or recepted, or it was my first book by myself, so I was very extremely nervous. So, and that's why I didn't even start on book two until I started getting some feedback, and I was like, okay, they're gonna want part two. And actually, Tina texted me about 3 o'clock in the morning, and she said, "Hey, you working on book two? Because they going crazy about this book. You need to get book two out." So that's when I started working on book two, and I got it done in about a month and a half, 2 months, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we was on some of our calls,
Mm-hmm.
some of our little sprints.
Yes, ma'am. So
How does it feel to be not in a female? Well, right now in Black literature, it's
mm-hmm.
a lot of female.
It's
Uh,
dominant. Female
how do
dominant.
you feel about being one of the few?
It's a good feeling because when we first started out, me and my co-author Ernest, um, we wasn't accepted very well.
Mm-hmm.
I started reaching out to publishers, and I actually had one. A lot of people liked the book, the Police King book and the Running Back book, but they asked were we males, and it was like yeah, and they were like no, we don't want to work with males. So we self-published those first three books on our own. Not we didn't know what we were doing. We were just
Right, you was out
jumping
there
in the
doing
water. We didn't have an audience, and so I had reached out to Tina previously, and she remembered me. And as soon as I reached out to her, she was like, "Yes, absolutely," and she accepted us with open arms, and here we are.
it. Do you feel like there is room at the table for more male authors?
Absolutely. Um, from the way you guys accepted me, I feel like family. From you to Storm, Shannon, Tylee, the whole crew, you guys accepted me with open arms. Tina and her whole crew, everybody. I have not received any negative anything since I came out with this book. So it's been a blessing. It's truly been a blessing. You guys have been a blessing to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Uh, all the love you showed me. And this goes back to the incident the other day. I want to apologize on behalf of all black men. To you, to every woman who's touched my book, who's read my book, whether you liked it, loved it, didn't like it, I don't care. I appreciate each and every one, not just black women, women in general, because being a woman, I know I couldn't be a woman. And without you guys, I wouldn't be sitting here right today. So I
Thank
appreciate
you.
y'all and I love y'all absolutely 100%. I love each and every one of y'all.
Thank you. The chat going live. They going crazy. Look at that. Look at that. I appreciate that because it was disheartening to know you've read this man's work. You are young. You really didn't know I'm in the 90s. I was in my early 20s. I'm still green in behind and wet behind the ears and just crazy. And to know that that is his disposition, it was very disheartening. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it because, again, it is what it is. But I do appreciate you with your take on it because it was very disheartening. And you don't
Absolutely.
know what somebody's going through after they get off that camera. You don't know what they're going through internally. You don't know what they're going through at home. You don't know what they're going through when they face the world.
Yeah.
And to say those disparaging things, it just had everybody flabbergasted.
Yeah. And for me, this is very, very humbling because I I'm I'm speechless from the reception I've received from you guys and each and every person who's done a review. Every person who's done a review, I put them on my page. I post a review because they're showing me love, and I'm showing them the same amount of love that they give me. So, you know, I love each and every one of y'all, 100%.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, with that being said, um, in this space of literature,
Mm-hmm.
what made you want to write?
Uh, I started writing. I actually wrote Running Back probably 20 years ago. And I wrote that about 20 years ago, and I sat on it. I let maybe one or two people read it, and one of my coworkers, she came up to me a couple years ago. She said, "What did you do with that book? You need to finish that book." And so me and Ernest uh, were working on another book. Well, Police King. We were working on Police King, and I told him, I said, I have this other book that I never finished, and I gave it to him, and I said, "Do whatever you want. I trust him." Me and him are like brothers. We've been friends for, I'm going to age myself a little bit, for about 45 years. And I gave it to him. I said, do what you want with it. We collaborated a little bit. And that Running Back was the first book that we released. And that's how that bloomed. And it's just something I fell into. You know, it was never something I was really thought that I was going to be able to have any success in. It was just something that I wanted to do. And here I am.
Um, is it easier to co-author, or is it easier to write alone?
For me, co-author is easier. We feed off of each other. We divide the book up into chapters, and uh, he'll write a chapter. He'll let me read it, and I'll write a chapter. He reads it, and I'm like, "Ooh, he did really well on that chapter." So I know I have to step my game up, and it's just a back and forth thing between me and him, and uh, we challenge each other, we push each other. So it is difficult because you don't get to always have your way in every part of the book, uh, but it's easier, definitely easier.
What were the challenges with writing alone?
Fear, fear,
Getting
because
your own way.
yeah, because I had everything. I had to do it all on my own, and just having the ideas, and I had the ideas. It was just I was scared. How would people? What would people think? And what would you know? How would it be receptive? Will it do well? Will it? And I just didn't know. So
All I'm gonna say is for book two, you better bring it, sir. You know I'm
well,
talking big. Listen, I'm stopping with the big dogs. I'm talking big shit.
book two's gonna be a
I'm
little
joking.
different. Book two's gonna be a little different because pretty much a lot of the surprises. So it's not gonna be as many surprises, but he has they after him. They after the bishop. So
What was old boy's name? The one that told it all. What was his name? Oh my God, what is his name? Oh, Chanel's best friend. What was?
Delight.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen, Delight.
Uh, you got some surprises. You got some surprises come. It's gonna be some revelations. It's still gonna be a lot of surprises. Uh, it's gonna be a lot of jaw dropping parts. You're gonna be like, what? You know, and uh, probably gonna be a buck three.
I know you fucking lying. I'm sorry for
probably,
cussing. I do cuss, y'all. I do cuss.
probably,
Um,
probably so.
um, with book one, and you got book two coming out. Do you have anything else in store for us?
We are currently working on Perennial Prisoner, uh, and we're gonna re-release the books that we did on our own. We're gonna re-release uh, Valentine King, Police King, and He Keeps Running Back. But we're gonna uh, split them up and make them novellas,
Okay.
and chop them up, and we're gonna tweak them a little bit and go from there and see how they do this time
Okay.
around.
Okay.
So
That's what I'm talking about. So, when did you do your first book? I mean, as published,
May 2003.
and then you took a break.
No, about 6 months later, we put Police King out, and not long after that, we had Valentine King came out, and that's when we kind of figured, hey, we tried this on our own. Let's try to reach out to some publishers, and I actually reached out to Tina J, and here we are.
Was it important for you to obtain a publisher?
Yeah, I think at that point, yeah, because I think we had good books,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't have an audience, you know, and marketing, book marketing is totally different from any type of marketing.
Absolutely.
So, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be lost in the sauce. I couldn't imagine how many good books are probably out there that nobody's ever read because they don't have a marketing team or you know or anyone to market them. So
Right. With getting a publisher, what are the qualities did you look for when reaching out to a publisher that you knew this was going to be a match made in heaven?
with her, I just looked at her success and how fast she became successful. I mean, she's a full time she has a full time job, writes full time. She's a grandmother, mother, wife, and it's just and looking at her still being able to juggle all that and still put out books on her own, not only publishing books. To me, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
And to work with somebody like that has that caliber and that amount of talent to juggle all those, I wouldn't be able to do it. Not at all.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
In your catalog, can you give me uh, a book wife, a book girlfriend, and a side piece?
Oh, book wife would be out of my book wife would probably be out of He Keeps Running Back. Stephanie. I don't know if you read that one yet.
Not yet, but I'm reading it.
Okay. Stephanie was his high school sweetheart.
Okay.
And yeah, she was just the girl from around the corner, the roundaway girl. She was just his sweetheart, and so Stephanie would be definitely be my love. You know,
Okay. Girlfriend.
girlfriend. Hmm. Girlfriend would be from Police King, and it would probably be Asia.
Okay.
Uh, she's a lot younger than Thad in that book, and but she's a cutie, and she's a little something something. Yeah.
And who
So,
you sliding with, sir?
who am I sliding with? Probably Tina from Running. He Keeps Running Back.
Okay.
Tina's Tina's the girl who came and took Andre from Stephanie.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Are you a reader while you write, or do you just write
Not,
and then you
not,
read?
not while I'm writing now. Not while I'm writing. I don't want anybody else's story to
Correlate
end
with
up in my
yours.
book. Yeah. Yeah. So,
What do you enjoy reading?
who or what?
Who?
Uh,
I mean, what genre do you enjoy reading?
I don't have a specific. You know what? I like all genres. I like sci-fi. I like comic books. I like thrillers. I like a little bit of everything. So there's no one genre I can put my finger on and say that I like that genre exclusively. So I like it all.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. Is there a character in any of your books that you identify best with?
Thaddeus King.
Okay.
Thaddeus King. I think a lot of men. What we try to do, we try to incorporate a lot of men because he had father issues. He had issues with his own children. He had love issues. Uh, Thaddeus had a lot of issues, but he was a great detective.
Hmm.
So me myself, I got a lot of. I've been married twice. I mean, yeah, most men we have issues, love issues, and you know, after a while you bump your head a couple times. You hopefully you'll get it right. So hopefully maybe one day Thaddeus King will get it right.
Are you talking about yourself?
Me included. I mean, that's for all men. But
Do
yeah.
you ever want to be married again?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's somebody for everybody.
I can't do it. I've never listen. I've never been married.
uh,
I've never, and I mean, I know this is a little off topic, but I've never been married, and I've never, um, I've been engaged a bunch of times,
uh
but I've never been married. And at this age, I don't legally want to be tied to anybody.
Yeah. I think the older we get, the harder it is because we get set in our ways. We get comfortable,
Yeah.
and somebody in our comfort zone. You know, it is. You know, I know where my money is. I know where, if I want to go buy this, I can go buy this and not hear nothing. So it's easier, yeah. But I like the challenge of being in a relationship. So
I mean, I don't mind being in a relationship. I just don't want to be married legally
yeah,
to anybody.
I
But
got you. I
again,
got
that's me the here or there.
you.
Um, your book covers. How do you select them?
Yeah. With Secrets of a Billionaire Bishop, I kind of explained to Tina what I wanted, and it came back perfect. It was a run. I told her, and she sent it to the person who does the book covers, and it came back just the way I wanted it. Couldn't have been any better. Uh, with
That them visuals though.
Yeah.
Woo!
Now I do the little visuals that I run. I do those on my own. But like he keeps running back. We same thing. We had a artist reached out to a person who did book covers. Told her exactly what we wanted, and it came out perfectly. Um, we did Valentine King on our own, and actually did a photo shoot for a police king. So
Okay. Okay. I really let me show y'all. I have two of the covers. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Um, I just want people to see it.
hmm
Uh, 'Cause any other day it would be in my face, but not today.
yeah,
This cover is gorgeous.
yeah.
Y'all see that? This cover is gorgeous.
hmm
This uh this man, I'm trying to get out the light. This man with his community ping
yeah.
ping.
Now here's the cover. I don't know if you've seen the cover that he keeps running back. That's he keeps running back cover.
Stop.
And
Stop.
here, that's a police king.
Okay.
So actually, we actually took them off of Amazon so we could start redoing it with Tina. So you have probably one of the last copies of that Valentine King. So if it becomes a collector's edition, you got one. So
And guess what? I'm giving some away too. I
Yeah.
got a few to give away.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm just saying. Um, what is your favorite part about being an author, and what do you hate about it?
Uh, there's nothing I hate about it. I just wish I had more time. Uh, hopefully, if I start generating enough income, I'm close to retirement, so maybe it'll give me a little cushion where I can retire a little faster than I want to, or faster than expected. Um, but as far as anything that I hate, I don't hate. I just love the family that you guys introduced me to. That's been the most. I don't, the audience, and the. I'm not here for the money. I haven't seen a check yet, so I just love the audience that I've reached and the people and the feedback I get, and just to hear people say, "Oh, I love this book. I fell in love with this book," and that's enough for me. You know.
But I'm gonna need you to get that check. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I want you to get this check. You deserve it.
Thank you.
It is well. It's deserved.
Thank you.
You do. I need you to get that check, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I do. I need you to get that check.
Thank
I
you.
listen. I want, and then your pricing. We're gonna talk about that off camera yet again.
Yes,
We're gonna
ma'am.
work on that pricing because
Okay.
I'm still 50 watt high with you. But
I'm,
while it's cheap, y'all
uh-huh.
better get that book. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah. Because the next one, I go up a little bit. I'm not still not gonna go up too high. I'm gonna be reasonable.
I
I
mean,
just,
it's very reasonable, but I need you to get a coin.
yeah, yeah.
I do. I do. I do. Um, what does support look like for you as an author, or does it even matter?
Support. Um, um, Ernest has been. We support each other. As far as my support is you guys. Uh,
Oh,
that's what that's what pushes me when I wake up and uh, see somebody who's done a review and they're like, you know, oh, I loved it and this, that, and the other, and the third, and like I woke up the other night and woke up to another review, and it's to me that's enough. You know, whether it may sound fake or whatever, but that's enough money in my eyes. There's no amount of money that can you can give me from versus the reviews you guys are giving me and the love that you guys show me.
oh. I appreciate that because I really wanted to see that book go, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but it was me. No, I'm just
Yeah, once you, I
It
mean,
was not
seriously,
me. Actually, it was Storm because she
mhm,
recommended it to me.
yeah, yeah,
So we're gonna give Storm the credit. But
hmm
I got to act the whole donkey, and I was like, "You need to read this book."
hmm
Shannon was out there. You need to read this book.
hmm
It was a team of us. But yeah,
yeah, y'all, and if it wasn't for like I said, wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here where I am right now. So I'm very humbled. I'm very appreciative of what you guys done for me, and just taking a chance on reading me. And when because it was about 2 years ago when I reached out to Storm, I had watched her do a couple of reviews, and I just reached out to her and I said, "Hey, do you mind reviewing my book?" And she did. He keeps running back, and she liked it, and that's how we, our friendship became. So she took a chance. She didn't have to read my book. She could turn her nose up. So that's why I appreciate everything she's done and what you've done. All of you guys. You guys are, like I said, I feel like family. I'll get on whether y'all are doing an interview. If I only can catch the
yeah.
last 5 minutes, I'll jump on. If y'all doing a sprint, and people like you sit there and you just write with other people, and they're reading and they're writing and they're working. Yeah, I feel it's a comfort. It's a I don't know what it is. It's just you feel comfortable, and it's just easier to write in company. So
And when we cut up, we cut up.
absolutely, absolutely.
When we cut up, we cut up.
Yes, you did.
Um, so, as a male author,
Mhm.
do you put more ingredients, or not ingredients, may be the wrong word. Do you put more emphasis on developing a male character, or do you do them equally for the female character?
We do them equally. Uh, I think and we like one of our strongest characters is in Police King, and her name is Toy, and she's actually she's like Thaddeus King is the main character, but she without him, he wouldn't be king nobody, because she is his backbone. She is his, in which a lot of women are for us, and I mean, she's the strongest character probably out of any of our books. She's smart, intelligent, bright, beautiful, and she's probably one of. I mean, we took a lot of time developing that character. So.
Because reading the female perspective, they put a lot of emphasis on the man. Not to
Mhm.
say that the woman is lacking, but they do make sure that his libido
Absolutely.
is up to par.
Mhm.
And so I was wondering, is it different for a male author? Is your perspective different, or are you still along the same lines?
No, we try. We don't. I try to make the person as realistic as possible. Uh, Everybody can be 6'5" and 195 pounds with 2% body fat. Or every woman can't be 5'4" and 135 pounds. So I try to open it up, and have characters in all shapes and sizes, and uh, some women are more naive than others. Like Toy, like I was telling you, she's one of my strongest female characters. She's not naive at all. She's smart, brilliant. But on the other hand, her sister Sonia is naive, and so we try to get a good balance in there, and not just uh make a lot of people make women naive in books, and we try to bring a balance to it, and you know we try to make it even.
Charlie said, let me do it tonight. She said, make the next FMC 5'2" and 185 pounds, please.
Well, I think in Ernest's book he does have one of his main characters, and in his book is a bigger woman, and she's one of his main characters. So we try to balance it. So.
So this is a new question I'm introducing into my in my interview.
Mhm.
What's your idea of beauty, and how are you relating that into your books?
Beauty can be a lot of things, but for me per se, um, beauty is transparency, it's honesty. Because uh, physical, that's not beauty. That's because that's not always gonna last. Somebody who's transparent, and I like transparency versus honesty. Uh, Honesty is when I asked you, hey, did you go out with another guy last night? You say, yeah, that's honesty. But transparency is you coming to me and telling me, hey, I'm gonna go out with a coworker of mine. Nothing's going on between me and this coworker. That's transparency. So I like transparency, and that's beautiful in a person. When that person can be upfront and honest and transparent with you. Um, you know, personality. And I'm goofy. So if we can't laugh and sit back and watch Martin reruns, and watch them like it's the first time we watching them, and sit in bed and eat popcorn, and that's for me. that's life, and putting a smile on a person's face and putting a smile on my face, that's more meaningful than anything that a person can give me, than somebody who's I've I've been married to somebody who's beautiful and cute and everything, and we fighting all the time.
Right.
So it's pointless, to have somebody, you know, beautiful on the outside but not beautiful on the inside.
Right. That's right. How do you relate in your books? What are you putting the qualities that make her beautiful? Or you making it more aesthetically pleasing?
Uh, we try to appeal to not just. I don't want to make her just beautiful to me. So a character may not be beautiful to me, but I try to make her beautiful to somebody else in the book. Um, like I'm trying to think of somebody from one of my books. Like Sonia. Sonia is a very very beautiful woman, but she's naive. That's not my type of woman. Uh, Toy is her sister. Their sisters from Police King. Toy is very attractive. We kind of say she looks kind of like Tracy Ellis
Mm-hmm.
Ross, but Toy is she's not. Toy's gay, so but if she wasn't, she would be my type of woman, So uh, there's a little bit. I try to put a little bit of everybody, uh, something about everybody I like. Like I said, Stephanie in running back, she would be my sweetheart, And even though Tina's the one that took, Tina's more attractive on the outside, but she's a little more gold diggerish, if that's a word. So, uh,
It's a word.
but yeah,
Oh,
I
here, nobody's fooling with you, sir. Now you can flip her back. I'm hollering. I'm sorry for interrupting. Um, what makes a good plot for you? What are the
uh,
ingredients to the Michael Rain plot?
uh, I like to keep you guessing. Love to keep you guessing because I'm gonna lead you in one direction, and you're gonna be like, okay, he lead me this direction. I'm gonna go back this direction, and it ain't even neither one of those directions. It's up, so yeah, so I love to lead you somewhere, and you think you know where you're going, and it's, I love plot twists. I love thrillers. I love suspense. You know, I'm a diehard for that. But I don't want to stay in that lane either. I want to do other things. I would love to do a sci-fi book. You know, me and Ernest grew up watching Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica, and so who's to say we wouldn't do a sci-fi? We've talked about it, uh, so it's possible.
Okay, okay. What's the one thing that you will always include in a book?
Something biblical. There will always be something biblical. There's something gonna always be Bible based in one of our books because I grew up in the church, uh, uh, so that's where my roots are. So somebody's gonna be going to church. Somebody might be a minister. Somebody, it's gonna be something in there about church. There's gonna
What did
always be something about
what does
love
your
too.
family think about this?
My nephew is one of my biggest fans. He's one of the first persons I let read one of my. He absolutely loved Police King and Running Back, and he's diehard. And when I wrote this book, he fell in love with this one too. So, uh, uh, but yeah,
Okay,
so,
I like it. I like it. I like it. Um, let's. Are you an outliner, or do you just write out the seat of your pants?
I will sit down with an idea, and then once I sit down, that idea might change. from what I originally thought I was sitting down and writing, and then I might just go in a totally different direction. Uh, and a lot of times I'll call Ernest and be like, "Hey, I got this part. I need something to finish it up with." And he'll be like, "What about that character over here? You didn't do nothing with this character," and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, cool." And boom, here I go again. So uh, he still helps me out a lot, and I still help him a lot when he did his solo project. So
And
uh,
that's coming out soon.
yeah, his will be out. His should be out of editing probably this weekend, more than likely. So,
Okay. I can't wait to read it.
and I told him to reach out to you so he can do an interview with you as well. So,
As
uh,
soon as this calendar clears up, so because again, I'm booking into May, and I'm getting way ahead of myself, so I don't want
yeah,
to overpromise somebody something.
yeah.
But he is on the list
Okay,
to
okay,
contact. He is right here,
okay,
in my calendar.
okay.
So, what have you learned about yourself as an author?
uh, not to doubt myself as much, because and I'm still doing it. With this second book, I'm like, man, it's a little different. He got an enemy. He has a real enemy this time. And I'm like, oh, are they gonna like it? Because a lot of people are. I had a lot of feedback. People wanted me to kill the bishop. They were like, he need to pay. The bishop need to die. And I'm like, if I kill the bishop, we ain't gonna have book two. So, so
I
yeah.
just want to know how the bishop gets out of this.
Uh, you're gonna be
I know
surprised.
he go swing. His-
You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be definitely surprised how he gets out of it. Uh, it's yeah, but
It's interesting though how your thought process is, because when nobody else thinks that there's another way, you come up with something altogether different. You be like, I know he fucking lying.
I, chapter one after chapter one on this book, you're gonna be like, I know he fucking lying.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you, sir. Um, what would your readers be shocked to know about you?
That I work in law enforcement.
Nobody's not shocked about that.
Uh, people. I mean, I don't think a lot of people know that except for the crew. But
We not
uh,
shocked. Give me something else.
uh, hmm. I don't know. I'm an introvert. I don't like public speaking. I don't like I don't you know.
Okay, I'm shocked.
Once I get to know you, and it's game on. Like I said, I'm a goofball. I'm goofy. So once
You're
you
not.
pull off the layers, uh, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Trust me.
I think you're fine. You're okay. Do you read? I mean, do you read your reviews? I know you watch them, but do you read them?
Yes, absolutely. I try to read every one of them. Uh, I probably have read every one of them. And it's funny because at first, uh, I guess my feelings got hurt because people I got like two stars, and I was like, I had my lip poked out, and I'm like, well, boy, you know, everybody gonna like what you do, so Then I had somebody who didn't finish, and I was like, okay, whatever. But it ain't everybody's cup of tea, so that's something you
Right.
have to accept being an author. So, but I do appreciate they took the time to read it. So whether they liked it or not, they took the time out to read it. So I appreciate that.
Um, do you feel like this book is the is is turning in the direction that you want to go in?
Absolutely. Um, it was fun. It was fun writing it. It's fun seeing the reviews. I'm still enjoying seeing the reviews, and I'm ready to see what people think about part two. Uh, because it's a little different. Like I said, he got some enemies, and they ain't playing with the, you know,
I
they
can't wait.
ain't playing with the bishop.
I
The
can't
bishop
wait.
get
I
him,
cannot wait, and I cannot
he
wait.
get him, he got himself in some deep trouble this time. So that thing got him in trouble.
Woo! Is he gonna get out of it? Can't tell me.
he might, he might not.
You could have just kept that to yourself. Is which character was hardest to write for you
out of
out of
the
your catalog?
ooh, ooh. Uh, Probably this character that I came up that's coming after the bishop. Cause he's not nobody to play with. He for real, for real.
Woo! Okay, okay, okay. I'm here for it. When I tell you,
Yeah.
listen, it's 23 people in here, and I know 23. I know there's a few people that's watching that's not on here. When I tell you, I'm here for this. I'm here for the foolishness and the mayhem. As soon as it comes out, I might have to slide to the side what I'm reading because I'm
Yeah,
gonna read that book. Is this
yeah.
a novella or is it a full
It's
length?
a novella. It's about the same length. It's about the same length.
Okay.
Uh, and I think I probably need to go ahead and start working on part three. Try to
Might as well
finish.
go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
You might as well go ahead. You know how we act. You know we don't have good sense.
Yeah, yeah.
We,
Hopefully, the new books that we're getting ready to release will pacify you for a little bit. Uh, but
how long it take me to read?
I know.
How
But
long it
see,
take me to read? So
Police and King is gonna be 3 parts. Perennial Prisoners is gonna be 3 parts, and he keeps running back gonna be 3 parts. So that's 9 books to
pacify me till Bishop
hopefully.
3 come out.
But I get it in before we do our 3 of those books anyway. So
Okay.
uh,
I'm excited. I'm super excited. Do you have to have visuals when you write?
no, my visuals come here. I'm an artist. I used to draw really well when I was little. I don't have the time to draw like I used to. So that's what I do when I'm writing. I want you to. I try to paint a picture about writing when I'm writing. If that makes sense, I
Yes.
want you to see what I'm seeing when I'm writing. So.
I thought you was gonna say I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Listen, I'm equally as goofy, but again, I told you I was gonna keep it light.
Yeah.
Um, how do you balance work, your family, and being an author?
Well, I'm single. My son is in the military, so he's gone. I have a 10-year-old daughter. I get her about 50% of the time. So usually, on a day that I have her or just a normal day, I'll be at work writing. Um, well, on my breaks or whatever, I'll write on my break, and then I'll come home, and then or I'll brainstorm while I'm at work, and then I'll come home and write. So I'll write for a couple of hours, and if I'm doing pretty good, I might end up writing until midnight, and I got to get up at 4. I get up at 4. It's
Sir, get some rest.
yeah,
I know we love it, but we need you to be safe because you have a very serious job.
yeah, yeah. I
We need
know,
you to be on it.
yeah.
We not
But
12 no more.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I can rock and roll with the best.
All right, all right, all right. What's too far for
Hmm.
you? What's too far in a book? When you write, be like, oh, that's too far. I can't do it. I can't write that.
I don't have it too far.
Okay,
I don't.
sorry.
I'll go there. If Bishop didn't show you that I wouldn't go there, I'll go there. I'll go there, and you'll see it in book 2. I'm going there.
Okay. Um, Define in your terms the great American novel. What you feel like it is.
Uh, I think the great American novel should be something that you can't put down. Uh, I don't think it's a genre per se. It could be a horror book. It could be a love story. I think it has to be something that tugs at your heart and that you don't want to put down. You can't put down, and something that never gets old. Something that you can read and it's timeless. Uh, no matter whether you read it 50 years ago or today, it still holds the same value. Still holds the same. Uh, still get you the same attention. So that's what I think it should be.
Okay. Do you do you feel like you've written a great American novel, or do you feel like you want to write one?
I want to write one. I think Secrets of a Billionaire Bishop was close. I think it held your attention. I tried my best to hold your attention. I tried my best not to let any part of that book drag.
Right.
And I think that's necessary, especially in novellas. A book that's you can't you only got 150 pages, and
Gotta
tell
make
a
it
story.
count.
Yeah, you can't. I'm a very descriptive person, so I had to part ways with that a little bit. I wasn't as descriptive as I was in Police King or He Keeps Running Back or Valentine King, but I tried to throw a little bit of that in there to give you the visuals of what the bishop looked like and what his family looked like, and but I wasn't as descriptive. But I think you got to be able to keep somebody's attention the entire time.
Has your law enforcement training assisted you with writing descriptions? Because I know you got to be very descriptive.
Yeah, yeah. I think that helped a lot because a lot of things that a lot of people don't notice, will look over. You know, I don't look over. Because I read a lot of I read a lot of authors, and that's one thing that I think that some of them do it intentionally. They're not very descriptive. A lot of people want you to picture the character
Imagine
the way
yourself.
you want.
Imagine,
You know?
you
But
know, come
but
to your own conclusion.
I'm gonna paint the picture for you. I want you to see the vision I see. So you know,
Can you work on more than one thing at one time?
yeah, yes, doing it now. Yeah,
Do
doing it
you
now.
are you like do you have to write in order, or can you write, okay, this is, I thought about this, let me write this whole chapter, and then it may be placed somewhere else.
I've never done that, but I think I can. Uh, I don't think I've went back. I wrote something and then I went back and added a chapter here, here and there. So I guess that's similar. Where I like, okay, this needs to be here. So or something's missing. So I'll go back and add something to a chapter or add a chapter. So to make it make sense, and that's one of the big things to me and Ernest talk about is when we're writing. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure
Yeah.
there's no plot holes. Make sure that everything adds up and it makes sense.
That timeline got to be in there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because we be looking.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's very important.
Yes,
Um, One of the things that I love that you do is you repost reviews
absolutely.
on your page,
Mm-hmm.
and to me as a marketing person, turning to a PR person, I think that is so important because it's not coming from you; it's
Mm-mm.
coming from the reader.
Absolutely.
I love that idea. So, authors, if you're in here, that is a very effective way
Yes.
to market your book.
Yes. There's nothing I can say to market my book to anybody, but if I can get somebody else, that a total stranger, to say that this book was the best book they ever read and this, that, and the other, that's what you want. I can run as many ads or commercials or little visuals as possible, but it's not going to be as effective as somebody saying, "Hey, this book was outstanding." You know.
Right. Right. It's very effective. I love that you do that, because it assists with readers who, like, if they say, oh, they run across your book or they run across that and they see that there's all these reviews on your page.
Yeah, yeah, and
It's a slam dunk for me.
I will always repost. If somebody does a review for me, I will repost it on my page because, like I said, they're showing me love. So I want them to get the same amount of attention, for their page. And that's the least I could do. They're talking about my book and giving my book exposure. Let me give them exposure for their podcast or for their review books or whatever they're doing on social media. Let me give them the same amount of exposure. And I'm going to post it on, not just on TikTok. I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I'm gonna post it on Instagram. I'm gonna post it on every one that I have.
Right.
That's the least I can do.
How important is social media for authors? For you, you do a lot of reposting of your reviews. How
Mhm.
important do you feel like it aids in the sales of your books?
Uh, Absolutely, 100%. Without it, you know, you would actually have to. It helps because you would have to get out there and go to almost every book show that's possible. Sometimes that's not feasible, but that aids in a lot, because people, uh, you look at everybody got a phone in their hand, and everybody's on TikTok. They're not on TikTok, they're on Facebook. They're not on Facebook, they're on Instagram. They're on Twitter, they're on Lemonade. They're on something. And that's the best way to reach people is through social media.
That is the truth. But don't rely
No,
just on
absolutely.
social media. Just know that that is a tool. That is not where you should reside.
No, no. We
Uh,
all we all learned that in January.
yeah,
They dropped
exactly.
this. Yeah.
That this it bloop,
Yep.
it's off.
Yeah.
So, um, is it easy to come up with a working title?
Uh. Yes. Yes. Because I listened to one of the reviewers and she was like, even my chapters are fitting. I go before I write a chapter. I think about the chapter and what I'm about to write, and it goes into that chapter. That chapter plays a part. The title of that chapter plays a part in that chapter. So and I'll whether it be something catchy or something relating to something going on in that chapter, I'll make sure it correlates. A lot of people will write a chapter and it's just named after one of the characters in the book, and it's like, okay, yeah, I could do that, but that's not. There's no thought process in there.
Is okay. I just had a question and it just slipped my mind. Oh, fuck. Let's move on. Describe yourself in one word.
um. Hmm. Me in one word. Uh. Ooh, that's a good one. Uh. Goofy. That's the best way I can describe myself. I love to have a good time. I love to have a good time. So
I'm not gonna say that, but that's your word.
I love to have a good time. I love to laugh.
I'm
Like I
gonna
said,
say infectious.
okay,
Your
okay,
laugh is very infectious.
okay. But yeah, I love to have a good time. I enjoy. the interaction with the readers, and if somebody dropped in my DM, I will talk to them. I've seen people like they're gonna turn their nose up to people. I'm not. I will never be that person. Somebody get my DM and ask me a question about a character, we can talk about it. We can go on live and talk about it. I don't care. I'll call you. We can talk about Bishop Fuller all day long if you want to. You know, that's just how I am. I enjoy it.
That's I like that. Um, what is something everybody loves but you hate?
Watermelon.
Get off my internet.
I can't stand watermelon. I can't stand watermelon. You can take my black card if you want to, but I can't stand watermelon.
Well,
No
Brent said you
man.
have Black History Month.
Yeah. Not watermelon. No man.
We got last night they was making what was they making? Latoya Nicole uh peanut butter jelly with tuna.
No.
Right? Do you eat salmon on a biscuit with syrup?
No. No.
How, okay, cool. I know this is sidebar.
Okay.
I
Go
know
ahead.
this is
Go
sidebar.
for it. Go for it. Go for it.
How do you like your grits?
Um, with cheese and shrimp,
Sugar or salt and pepper?
sugar and salt and pepper.
Which one?
Salt and pepper.
Okay, you get your card back.
Yeah. The sugar's for cream of wheat. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what cream of wheat, malto meal.
Okay. Um, where do you see you in 5 years as an author?
5 years. Got a what's really weird. And I'm gonna say this, and he's probably on here. Me and Ernest, and it's probably will surprise you. We have enough books already lined up in our little uh catalog that we've outlined to probably last us a lifetime. We got enough books that we got set up to go. Uh, with that would never end. We collaborate and we come up with these ideas. We brainstorm and I would before he moved to Arkansas, I would go over there Saturday mornings and we come up with these stories and outline 3 or 4 books in a day, and they just sitting there waiting for us to get to
Okay. Get to him.
them. We'll do. We'll
Get
do.
to him. Get to him, sir. My people's is from Arkansas. So Ernest, me and you got to talk, sir. I need to know where about you from?
He in Hot Springs. He in Hot Springs.
Okay, so my people are in Texarkana, and they're about big as my. There's a town about as big as my iPad. It's called Emerson.
Okay.
It's right there on that Louisiana boot.
Okay.
All right. Couple more questions, and we're gonna wrap this up, sir.
Okay.
Um, if you could collab with anybody else outside of Ernest, who would it be?
Ooh. Can I pick more than one person?
Yeah.
Uh, I, this author, I think she doesn't get her flowers as much. I think she gets overshadowed as Jay Jones.
Listen, she's at the end of the month.
Yeah,
Jade, I've been following her for a long time.
yeah, yeah. She got some skills. She got some skills, and yeah, yeah,
That is crazy. I think that book would be diabolical.
yeah, yeah. I like the way she writes. And she bad. She bad with that pen.
She is. She is. Okay. Fill in the blank. Blank is life.
Uh, Peace.
I like that. I like that. My pen is.
Is my paintbrush.
First of all, sir, come on. I like that. Come on, paintbrush. What's your position on the umbrella of urban literature? Do you feel like urban literature equates to Black literature, or do you feel like it is separate and is more
uh,
equated to the area?
I think a lot of people think that is black because you say urban, and they assume that it doesn't have to be. Uh, it can be it can be white people, it can be Hispanic people, it can be Italian people, it can be anybody. Uh, we're not the only people who live in urban areas. I think a lot of people equate it to black people because uh, they just do, and
That's another word for Black.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Like DEI is another word for Black.
yeah. So, but it doesn't have to be, you know.
Right.
Uh, it can be urban is multicultural. So,
It's the area.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Um, I know that you live in Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, are we gonna get a cowboy from you? That's what I would like to. That's what I would like from you. I know you don't wear the boots and you don't wear the hat, but I need a cowboy book.
Cowboy book. Okay, okay,
I need a
okay,
cowboy book.
okay. I can
I
do
would
that.
like to see that from a man's perspective.
Okay.
Work it out. Look, work it
We can
out.
make we can make it happen. We can make it happen. We can make it
Okay,
happen.
I would really love to see a cowboy book from a man's perspective, not because when we see those type of books, it's usually from a female's perspective. I would really like to follow the mind of a man
Mm-hmm.
as he is doing whatever it is that he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You got my wheels turning. My wheels are already turning. So yeah,
look, friends, we friends.
yeah.
All right. My favorite question.
Mm-hmm.
5 authors or writers you want to invite to dinner, dead or alive.
5. Ooh. Number 1 would be Elin Harris.
Okay.
That'd be my first and foremost. Second would be Jay Jones.
I like
Uh,
that.
uh, Tina J.
I like that.
Boss Lady. That's Boss Lady. E. Bowser.
I like that.
E. Bowser and Masterpiece.
First of all, let me tell you something. Can I serve the dessert? Can I make the cocktails? Because I want to be there.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a dinner right there.
I need to be there.
that
Yes,
would be a hell of a
yes,
dinner.
yes, yes. Let me think. Let me think. Let me play this game with you. I'm gonna say Octavia Grant because
Mhm.
my mind changed weekly. It does. I'm gonna say you. Um, S.A. Cosby
Okay.
because I just want a little bit more testosterone at the table. I play. I know. I really want to know his mind. Um, I'm gonna say Langston Hughes because I want him to really tell us
Absolutely.
what he thinks about literature as it is today.
Absolutely. I like that.
Um, and I'm gonna bring Jay Jones
Absolutely.
because I think she's gonna be a good time.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
she's gonna be a good time
Yeah.
because her mind is diabolical. It is
Yes.
off the chain.
Yes. Fanatic. That book Fanatic was I love that book right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Shannon asked, "Do you ever see yourself writing a dark romance?"
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't want to be in a box. I don't want to be in a box. So, uh, I would love to write just about anything possible. Like when you said the cowboy thing, and I'm already the wheels are turning. Because I've worked where I've drove past cattle ranches that were, you know, 900,000 acres, out here in Texas. So yeah, uh, I I got you on the cowboy thing. So there's no genre that I wouldn't touch.
Okay. Okay. Ready to pop your shit. You ready
Hmm?
to pop your shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where you gonna be in 2025? You coming outside?
Um, where am I gonna be?
Are you got
Uh,
any book events?
I'm being Tulsa next week.
Okay.
And when I get with y'all about this information on this one in Dallas, uh, nobody gave me no feedback. I don't
I'm
know
there.
when.
Listen, my flight is. I'll be landing on that Thursday.
I don't know when and where it's gonna be or nothing.
It is the 4Bs. It's in Mesquite.
Okay.
Mesquite, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Mesquite. Yeah.
Okay. It's the 13th through the 15th.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I'm not leaving until the 17th because I have family in Fort Worth.
Okay.
But I bought my meal.
Okay. Yeah. I had to take you get some barbecue.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought my meal. I'm not a
Yeah.
big eater. I mean, I eat, but I'm not a big eater.
Yeah.
But I bought my meal. I want to come hang out. But yeah, I don't know. Shannon said it's sold out, but we gonna meet up. I'll
Okay.
be at the event, some of the events, but they'll be uh Shannon.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely.
And it's my birthday weekend. My birthday week.
You took the whole week, huh?
Well, okay, so it's the week before my birthday.
Okay.
Is it the week? Yeah, it's the week before my birthday.
The venue always got side doors.
You know what? And they're going to the rodeo too. Storm said they're
Okay.
going, or Shannon, or is that Storm? Storm said they're going to the rodeo.
Okay.
So we gonna hook up. I can't wait. I'm excited.
So yeah.
How can people find you?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I don't be on Twitter that much, so I'm on those three. You can find me on those three. Michael Rain. So Arthur Michael Rain.
So wait a minute, just one question.
Mm-hmm.
Was you laughing at us when we was getting your name wrong?
That's Storm. Storm did that, and she still called me Mikah. She's always gonna call me Mikah, and I'm cool with it because that's my girl. She can call me whatever she want to call me. That's my girl. So I
I was
ain't
like, let me get this man name right. I don't want to be on this ear of K Dot's internet talking about this is Makai Ray.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. So it's no
She
big
said
deal.
what she said. Okay, well you have it, girl. You have it. Um do you have a website?
No, I don't have a website yet. We had a website for our when we had our publishing. Uh,
I don't care about none of that.
yeah, we don't have one currently.
Where's your website, sir?
We'll get the website going. We'll get the website.
Immediately.
Okay.
And
Okay.
an email list.
Okay. Absolutely.
That's what I give for free. Where's your website
Okay.
and your email list?
Okay.
If we need to talk offline, we can do that too.
Okay. Okay.
Or wait, you see, start get that website because you know I'll be playing about the website. Because
Okay.
my thing is this: if and this is not just for you. This is for
Mm-hmm.
any author that may be in here that don't know. Should social media do whatever it is it decides it's going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Where will the people find you? Are
Yes.
you going to just not write anymore? What if Amazon decides they don't want to sell your books? What are you going to do? These are the things I need you guys to be thinking about.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely right.
that's why I be on y'all about websites.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if you got a website, but I'm gonna need you to get it, sir. Ernest, you too, if you still in here. Um, so any advice for it's a two part. Any advice for male authors, and then any advice for everybody.
Male authors don't. Uh, One thing that I've learned, being a male author, you be compromising. I know we're as a man we're bullheaded. Uh, when I initially pitched the title to for Billionaire Bishop to Tina, she was like, "Nope." And so she came up with the title, and I was like, "Ugh, okay, whatever," you know. And look at it, it paid off, and people love the title. So you have to be open minded, be compromising as a man. That's why a lot of female publishers, female authors don't want to work with men because we're bullheaded. We want it our way. It ain't Burger King. You always can't have it your way. Especially being new to this and not knowing anything. I, I let her lead. She's the boss lady. Let her lead. She's the one with the experience. I took my hands off and let her have her way with it. You know. Um, and advice for anybody on here is don't give up. Keep writing. Your first book may flop, and not to say it may catch on 2 or 3 years later. I've seen that where all of a sudden that book ends up in somebody famous's hand, and they're reading it, and people see it, and all of a sudden you got a million books sold because that one person was reading your book. So don't stop writing. You know, don't stop writing. Don't give up.
What book do you wish got more shine?
Police King.
Police King.
Hmm. Absolutely. We took a lot of put a lot of thought in that book. Uh, I might have a copy I can send you because it's not on available anymore. But I'll send you a copy.
So
Uh,
when you re-release
no,
Police King, you're not gonna re-release it?
yeah, we're gonna re-release it. We're gonna release it in 3 parts.
Okay.
But I'll send you a copy of the original.
Okay.
I think I got an extra copy.
Okay.
So
Storm said the favorite is the quarterback book.
yeah, matter of fact, I know for a fact I got 2 of those. I'll send those to
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll get it when I get there. I'll collect my things when I get there.
you. Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, y'all. It's time for me to pop my shit for a bit. So I just want to say thank you guys for always supporting me. Again, this journey just happened. It fell in my lap. This was not planned. This was not it just happened. And then when you can find a group of people to say you need to do it, I love that idea, and they're encouraging you to do it. I appreciate everybody who had a hand in guiding me, who had a hand in congratulating me, who had a hand in um, just uh, being in my lives. I appreciate everybody, every author, every narrator, every editor, everybody.
Mhm.
So I appreciate that. So I wanted to say that first because I don't know if I've ever really said thank you. Secondly, we have coming up tomorrow is author Jatoria C. Sunday, we have Chemistry J. Monday, we have Eddie D. Tuesday, we have Letitia Rayner. Wednesday, we have Rael night, and then I'm off to the Boozy Book Tour. Okay? It's going down.
Yeah.
In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes.
I'm scared to get on this plane, y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared, but I'm going to get on this plane because I believe in it that much. I'm going to say this. If you ever want things to flourish, you can't talk shit about it. You have to be about it and attend these events. Mm-hmm. You have to attend the events, whether it be Boozy Book Tour, whether it be Love. What is it in the gym? I don't know. You know the book events. You have to attend the events because these people put time, effort, money in this, not for them, but for you. They want to see the authors shine. They want to see you meet your authors. So make sure the 4Bs, Boozy Book Tour, what is it? The romance, me and my romance friends, Pages and Prosecco. It's a lot of events, even if they're just local. If you can go, then go. I'm trying to get things going over here on the West Coast because we don't have any of that. We have one event over here, I think it's in Pasadena, and I don't think they're even doing anything this year. But I have to check Jaleesa page so I can make sure I find out. But support the lives that we do as far as like the podcast. Make sure that you're liking their post. Make sure that you like the author's post. Make sure you're going over to their page and you're engaging with the authors if they're allowing it. But make sure you check yourself. Don't go over to these people page and be talking crazy to them like you're entitled to something because you are not. They owe you nothing. Yeah. They owe you nothing. So make sure that you're doing that. I'm going to get off my soapbox from that. Make sure March 20th is my birthday. And I have probably over 55 books I'm giving away. Probably over. I just got some books today.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's amazing. And I want to thank every author that has given books, donated books. I will be doing another book haul tomorrow for the newer stuff that I've gotten. I will be contacting Tina J myself to say thank you. She's actually scheduled to come on. She gave me such a beautiful gift. Kent, what is it? Kent O. Hughes. Thank you. I got your books today. Chevelle, I got your books that you're donated to the giveaway. I appreciate you. I'm giving away series. I'm giving away one young lady's catalog. When I'm telling you, you're not just getting one book. You might get 3 books. You might get 1 book. You might get 2 books. Who knows? All I'm saying is be there for March 20th, and I'll give you details on, I think, March 1st. So thank y'all for joining Pop Your Shit. Mikah, you have any last words?
I'll just, once again, like I said, I just want to thank every female reader, black, white, all of y'all podcasters, publishers, everybody who supported me, everybody who touched my book, read my book, didn't read it, liked it, disliked it, whatever. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much.
See, and as my first male author, I put on, listen, listen, look at this face. I said, you know what, Nicole, you doing a whole lot going on here in this thing. But thank you again so much. Thank you for shenanigans with us. Thank you for sprinting with us. Thank you for just sharing space with us. I so appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will hopefully have Victoria C. Happy reading, y'all.
Good night, y'all.